question is, over here, in this parsha, there is the final encounter from Yaakov with Esau. So when we have an encounter in the Torah between two parties, so the encounter will always be of the essence of the thing. It's never that there was a side problem which it came out like this. It is an essence question. So the essence over here from the Yaakov is encountering the essence of Esau, and that's Yaakov after he finished all this avodah before Binyamin. That's another thing, but they finished all the avodah in Eilon, which the avodah was big. Perhaps I'll tell you. Rashi says he doesn't know why it's needed. I'll give you a pshat. In the end of Teildes, it says on Rivka, Ein Yaakov Esav. So Rashi says, Ein Yodea, Ein Yodea, Mazeh Melodei. So I want to tell you what I thought about that, what can be, what Rashi says, Ein Yodea, Mazeh Melodei. I'm more intelligent now, Shkoya. But we know that when you make a shidduch, you have to check out by the brothers of the girl. That's right? So when you check out by the brothers of the girl, then you know what the shidduch is about. Now you have to learn that backwards. Rivka had 2 children. Yeah? That means there was a problem with that shidduch. You can't say it, but that means there's a problem with the shidduch in a natural way. That means Lavan has a problem. That's right, because you are waiting by the Achim and you see that comes out Esau Yaakov. Now, but Yaakov has to take from Lavan. That means he has a whole work to do to be mevarer that Lavan, it should be only from the side of Kedusha. That's why you say Em Yaakov Esau. Understand? It's like, the shidduch was that Yaakov Esau came out of that. But who is the discerning point? Lavan, which is the brother. And there is still something to do with that, to be mevarer. So he goes to Lavan, making a shidduch, make all his daughters, means he has to work like a daughter to make this all b'kedusha. That's a big work. And Yaakov Avinu was matzliach. You have to understand how much that is matzliach. It was an unbelievable avodah till the end, that the kedusha and the tumah were separated. That was in the end of the parsha, of the former parsha, was that he says, Elohei Avraham ve'Elohei Nochor yishbudu v'neinu Elohei Aviyim v'yish b'Yaakov parad oviv Yitzchak. So Elohei Avraham is Kodesh, Elohei Nochor is Chol, Elohei Aviyim was meat. What meat is? How can you put both in one basket? You can't put both in one basket. Chazal over here says Chetzi Kodesh v'Chetzi Chol. Elohei Avrim is Chetzi Kodesh v'Chetzi Chol. So steht in Chazal. That means the separation of Yaakov Lavan was that the whole gestel of Kedusha and the whole gestel of outside of Kedusha, that was like a recharge. You know, you put up that zip and you make it from the bottom till the very top. And now the whole hanhog of Kedusha is by Yaakov, and till now it was like Me'uruf, like Chutz. It was like Me'uruf. But now the whole thing separated. That's the end of the separation from Lavan. That's the end of the separation. All of it is Kedusha. There's not one yota of not Kedusha by him. That's the inyan, that Yaakov Avinu didn't have any item of Lavan with him. Nothing. Gurnished. There was no mixture. Nothing. It was all separated, everything. From the bottom till the top. But the very top is this. Elokei Avraham. We say that every day. Elohei Nochor, that's Avodah Zorah. Elohei Aviyim, that means this Mekor of Ruchnias, which brought out everything, now it's separated. And you have a special track from Elokei Avraham, and the other one is separated. And it came out from that separation, that those are two ways. And that's why in the beginning of the parsha over here, you say, Malochim Malochim Mamash. So Malochim Mamash. geschickt worden. That means, La'osid Lovoi, the Mechitza of Klal Yisrael is inside of the Malachim. That's what the Chazal say. That means they are asking the Jews, what does Hashem do? Because they are Bifnim. Yaakov Avinu over here was Zeicher this Madreig. He was Zeicher this Madreig, and he was more Pnimi than the Malachim. And he was, what? Yeah, that's right. He's more Pnimi than Malachim. He can't say Shik, he can't send them. He's more Pnimi than Malachim. So that is the alternative Madreige of a Jew. And that is what has an encounter with Esau. Don't think it was an encounter with Esau that you have to come back and that guy sits there and knows what shall I do now. That's not the way Torah speaks. When the Torah wants to bring out an encounter between two parties, it's always the essence of Aleph goes against the essence of base. That's always that what happens. That is our problem in learning Nach. Learning Nach is full with that. In the Klal Yisrael itself, Avner, komt von die Seite, komt von jene Seite. Asoel, meint von jene Seite, komt von die Seite. This whole thing, they killed one the other. When you read Nach in a normal way, in an abnormal way, but you read Nach in a simple way, you think those people, they were just bloodthirsty and they had a kick out of that they should kill one the other. And it was not the case. Yeah? That was not the case. Because the Nach is the de facto of all these essences. But then you don't know what the essence is of David HaMelech and Shaul HaMelech. You don't know what the essence is of these people. You will not be able to understand why were they quarreling like this. What happened here? Because the Nach is like Hashkoche in action. And the Torah is like Hashkoche in essence. Yeah? But the Nach is the Hashkoche in action. What happens with all these things? So this is what over here we have to learn it like this. That's why Rashi immediately begins. וישלח מלאכים ממש. Yeah? Reishis Rabbah. Mלאכים ממש. Rashi. Yeah. Okay. You can say is Gadin. Okay, you say. Shlichin. Yeah? Ganz gut. I feel Rashi doesn't say, Unkel is Tirgem. He doesn't say. He doesn't say. Uncle says another pshat. He doesn't say Malachim Mamish. So we'd have to say Uncle is not like this. No, it's not the point. Rashi explains that we have to learn the parasha with the essence of Yaakov. And the essence of Yaakov, which he reached after he made this separation from Lavan, he reached that essence that he is inside of the Malachim, more inside, that he can send them. His location is more inside. That's what he reached, and that's what is encounter with Esau. So
that's why it's posh. It's more posh.
That's right. It's more posh than that's the posh. That's a posh part. Rashi had to say because this is the essence of Yaakov Avinu reached. Yeah, before within here. So this is what we have to the way we have to relate to Chumash. You have to learn Chumash in a way that you do understand what's spoken about, and that is. I don't think this is a shkofadika thing or what it is. It's a thing which you have to understand that the Jew is really located much more in a pneumistic place than anything else in the world. In any world, yeah? More pneumius than that. And that's why he can guide, that his ma'asim, his actions are guiding the whole thing. Because his essence is much more pneumius. And that's what Rashi says, Malochim Mamish. That was the avodah from Yaakov Avinu. From the Chalom, that was a Chaloim that he, on his Sulam, they go up and down. And over here, that was Befoyal. That was not the Sulam, but the Chalom. Here, that was Befoyal. The same thing he had there in the Chalom, the same soul. Over here, that was Befoyal. But now you understand what's the Geutel Koyach of Esau. That you can't meet the guy. Now you want to encounter Yaakov, and Yaakov in that Madrege had Moira. from Esau. Now you begin to understand what's the koyach of Esau. You think the koyach of Esau. But that Yaakov said, this man Esau is able to go to stand to be misnaged to me. But I'm such a madrega. I send Malochim. When I would send Malochim and Esau would come, I would say, Shalom, Boker Tov, sei gesund, I'm absolutely secure. When I'm a more pnimi than Malochim before you, I will not have any more. Was? You see that over here. You see that by Homon, which was the descendant of Esau. You see that by Homon, by here, that the koyach which they have to chapel is unbelievable. And this koyach comes from the Boilo, only that you have to make a biru noisov, and the biru noisov, and the biru noisov, nocha avoida, never end. But when he said Malochim Mamash, and then you are afraid. So now you understand, but this is finished. We have to go further on. You have to go further on. But now you understand. There is a one of the divrei which says Yiro Yaakov Moed Vayetzel. So it says Vayetzel. So it says Vayetzel that he has here. Ramami Panusotas. Vayiro Yaakov Moed Vayetzel. Yeah. So okay to overcome that thing. Yeah, richtig. So overcome that thing. No, because that is what Esau can do. That he is shepherding in the very core of Klal Yisrael. Esau is endangering that. Esau is endangering that. So this is the Gödel by Simba. You are going up the Nesha by Esau goes up the Malchus Edom. You are going up till that's the Haftorah from Ovadia, yeah? But the Haftorah. I think by Yishlach, no? That has to be the Haftorah, no? Also in Ovadia. God Nasaticha. Tadbia Kanesha in Ben Gechom Tishim Kinecho. That means Mishom Oiritcho Neum Hashem. The Boirol has to interfere. Yeah? Because that's far gone. And Edom, that is the danger. Edom is Edom is Christianity. That's what Edom is today. Christianity. So it's very dangerous. So we have to be Moisel Nefesh, that our days in Koychas HaNefesh and our days in work with yourself should be Jewish netto. And nothing enter from outside, because they can enter much deeper than you think. This is the avoid that we have. Okay, so only for now. I think that's it. That's the time. Okay,